straight into the grooming allegations. There's like no segue at all. I don't want to instantly dismiss this. It could be nothing. Maybe there's something. I cannot find that he's verified any of this. Dude, I should have looked deeper into this channel. Okay.
But before I could even start to look into who Legal Mindset is, I got this phone call.
Okay, are you ready to start?
Yeah. Just remember what I said. No name, no voice, nothing that can trace back.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'm gonna start recording now. Okay.
Yeah.
Take your time whenever you want to start, though.
Okay. So this guy, Andrew, people know him now as Legal Mindset, but when I met him, he was just this kind of cocky lawyer in Orlando.
How'd you guys meet originally?
Tinder. I was a junior in high school, 16 when we matched, but I turned 17 not long after.
And he was 30 years old?
Yeah. Which freaked me out a little, but he made it feel like it was okay. Like I was just mature for my age. I was taking AP classes, trying to graduate early. He called me ambitious. He said I had an old soul.
Did he know you were still in school when you guys started talking?
Oh, totally. I'd literally be texting him from the back of chemistry. Once I told him I had to study, and he was like, "You owe me a favor for flaking." It started with photos, and then videos, and if I didn't send them right away, he'd get cold. Like I was a disappointment. He knew exactly how to make me feel like I messed up.
I mean, and this is the thing, right? This entire video is supposed to be about Johnny Somale. He talks about the guys who've been covering him. Talks about how much money he makes, talking about Johnny Somale. Then grumbles how he won't speak to him, or he won't give him, like, an exclusive, like, interview or something. And then straight into the grooming allegations. There's, like, no segue at all. The question must be asked, how did this victim know to call this content creator while he was making the video? Why did you call him now? Did he verify who the woman was? That's the whole thing. Because I've tried to look at this with, like, you know, kind of like a fair and balanced, like a, you know. I don't want to instantly dismiss this. It could be nothing. Maybe there's something. I cannot find that he's verified any of this. And it seems as though, between when he heard about this and then went live with it, 20 days, I can't really see that he's done that much to verify it. It seems like he's put in a bit of effort, but it doesn't seem like he hasn't, like, justified it one jot, right?
When I got older, around 21, 22, I started noticing how different things looked in hindsight. The way he used to talk about me, how young...
Wait, Andrew Esquire is not his real name? No, Esquire... Esquire is what people put after their name when they're a lawyer, no? Or at least have, like, a Juris Doctorate. Also, there's a registry of all verified lawyers named Andrew Esquire non-exists. No, I know. It's because his name isn't Andrew Esquire, right? Yeah, but he has license to practice in the state of Florida, from what I believe. Was he in Orlando? I don't know.
I was, how clean. It started to feel sick. He started pulling away when I turned 18, like I was aging out of what he liked. I tried reaching out to him at one point to make sure he deleted everything, but he blocked me on everything. I started searching online, sites, forums, stuff I wish I'd never seen, but I found a few clips.
Okay, I'll comment. I had the exact same thing, okay? I had the exact same thing. When he was responding to Hasan, calling him a fake lawyer, he pulled out this retarded fucking card of, well, actually, did you know that actually a lawyer is just anyone with a Juris Doctorate? Did you realize that? So, actually, I am absolutely a lawyer, even if I'm not an attorney. So he went on this entire, like, ramble for, like, 5 minutes on the precise definition of what a lawyer is and how technically you are a lawyer, even if you aren't licensed to practice. It's fucking retarded. But I went back to confirm it is in fact he does claim to be able to be licensed to practice. He is licensed to practice in Florida, according to him. So that entire rambling was just over nothing. It's just him fucking bloviating about it, right? But so far as I'm aware, I haven't seen anything to say that he isn't licensed to practice. I mean, this is a constant thing. It's quite common with the lawyers who speak online. The kind of the criticism or the suspicion that they actually aren't a lawyer at all. I mean, it's very, very hard to like dox that information, right? Or very, very hard to release that information without doxing a whole lot about you.
Screenshots. I knew it was mine.
Did you report it to the police for revenge?
Yeah. I was living in Gainesville by then. I went to the cops with everything I had. Links, screenshots, a whole damn folder. They acted like they were taking it seriously, but nothing ever happened.
Now, initially, I took this call with a grain of salt, especially considering my phone number's gone around quite a few times. Hello?
Team doxed your number, dog. You
Oh,
gotta
okay.
tell 'em.
Dude. Oh my fucking god, man. What the fuck was going on here? When did this happen? What? Dude, every fucking time I see this clip, I just think, like, if it's gone around a few times, isn't there a better clip you could probably show about? No? Do you have to pick the one where you're like you're like a mummy? You're like Jack and Jill. Look like Jack after he tumbled down the fucking hill.
Oops, never mind. I
Oh.
thought it said it. Never mind. You doxed my number.
You sent me the number in the DMs and I accidentally showed it. I'm so sorry, bro. I
It's
f***ed up.
okay.
I f***ed
That's
up big
okay,
time.
man.
But nonetheless, I filed some FOIA
Wait,
requests.
you didn't change your number? Huh? Huh? Wait, your number's been doxed several times and you never changed it? But I thought that would be step one. Okay, but cool. Fantastic.
And waited for the police reports to hit my inbox. So at first, all these police reports looked pretty normal to me, but then I noticed something kind of suspicious.
Okay, so he got the initial call. He's got this person's word. So far as he said, he hasn't mentioned any other piece of evidence which would verify, corroborate, support this at all, right? Not a single lick of evidence. So what was the thing that made him decide to go and run this story?
It came from a family in Orlando who had just returned home from vacation. Upon checking the locked outdoor shed behind their house, found something kind of strange.
Holy shit, dude. You know we're about to... Oh, Jesus Christ, you know we're about to, like, delve into some dark shit. Listen to that f***ing music, dude. I'm getting chills.
Upon checking the locked outdoor shed behind their house, found something kind of strange. A backpack, some legal paperwork, and a cell phone. The cell phone reportedly belonged to Andrew Dudesky, also known as Legal Mindset. Even stranger than that, 4 days before the cell phone and backpack are found, Legal Mindset himself files a police report about his car being broken into, with no mention of the cell phone or backpack with paperwork going missing. Now, I'm not trying to jump to conclusions or put on a tinfoil hat here, but what if the cell phone that was found in the shed had the photos that Legal Mindset allegedly took of this underage girl on it?
That is his fucking conclusion. That's it. That's the build-up. That's the fucking point that he makes. What if... what if that phone had underage porn on it? What if the phone had CSAM on it? His car got broken into. He never mentions that his phone and backpack were stolen. And then the phone turns up in a shed. How do we know the phone didn't have pictures of little girls on it, huh? What are you talking about, dude? I mean, but to believe this is in any way suspicious, you would have to imagine that Legal Mindset or Andrew didn't mention that his phone had been stolen. Because... what? if he'd have said that there was a phone stolen, he'd automatically give the police the right to search the device? Huh? How does that make any sense? It doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. How is this in any way suspicious? In any way? Maybe he says that he had a stolen phone stolen from him, and so that confirms that it was in fact his. Maybe. But that's completely retarded, because the information on the phone would have already said that it was owned by him. If they can get into the phone to access photographs, they would be able to get into the phone to access information which would prove that he was the owner of the phone. No. I don't understand. I don't understand at all.
I just don't understand how his cell phone, backpack, and legal paperwork ended up in some random person's shed.
Because his car got broken into and it probably got stolen.
And that he didn't report it when 4 days before he had filed a police report about stuff that had gone missing from his car.
Okay.
Or he had filed a police report about stuff that had gone missing from his car.
What's he say there then? I found my car was in the same spot where I'd left it. I entered the car. Upon entering the car, alerted that the hood was opened. I exited the vehicle and closed the partially opened hood, not fully open. I operated the vehicle for approximately 4 minutes before identifying that several items were missing, such as parking pass, sun pass, car charger, loose change, CD collection, chewing gum, prescription for whatever the fuck that is. Wait, what is that? Montelukast. What the fuck is that? What potions is this guy drinking? Montelukast. Huh? Used to prevent wheezing, difficulty breathing, chest tightness, coughing. So this can't be used for any kind of like erection reason. Okay, cool. Whatever. Chill. I thought it would be something interesting there.
He's clearly very thorough when it comes to filing his own police reports. Why didn't he mention the phone or the backpack? The more I looked into legal mindset, the weirder it seemed to get.
Are people not going on dates and having sex in Korea? People are...
Wait. So... So when you looked into him a little bit more, you found nothing. And also, he talks about Asian women fetishistically. Huh? No way.
Let me tell you. Let me give you a... Let me file my declaration here that people are going on dates and they're definitely having sex. And if you guys want to find that out, come over and visit Seoul. We'll have a good time.
I mean, this guy has multiple tweets in support of lolicon, the art of...
This is how deep we've got with this, man. This is how deep we've got with this. This fucking retard has got no fucking evidence to back up this essentially pure testimony from a totally anonymous source. Presumably, he hasn't got any additional information, any additional evidence, the original Tinder account, the Tinder messages, perhaps. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What do we have? The word lolly is being redefined. COVID weebs think the word lolly is a bad word and it has a sexual meaning. Meanwhile, they also use the word MILF so loosely they don't know what the F in it stands for. Okay?
drawn anime children. And when he's not doing that...
I mean, if you want to get fucking technical, okay? I mean, technically, he's correct. He is correct. I'm pretty sure that lolicon does refer to it sexually. But I believe lolly can refer to it non-sexually. Like, gotta be careful what I search up here. Tokyo Ghoul Hinami. Yeah. Like this character. This character, technically, okay, is a lolly character. But Tokyo Ghoul is not a lolicon anime, right? This character is never sexualized. This character never appears in sexual environments, in sexual situations. No sexual themes are attached to this character at all. And yet, technically, it could be considered lolly. Right? It could be considered lolly. But this would not be considered lolicon. At least so far as I understand it. And so, it's not a defense of lolly to argue over, like, the definition and exactly what kind of, like, qualifies as it. Right? What's wrong with you? Okay, I'm stretching my neck to be fair to legal mindset for the point that he's making. He's saying that lolly does not exclusively refer to sexualized cartoons. I just realized this is an awful fucking PNG tuber. This is an awful PNG tuber to be using right now when discussing... Oh, fuck me. Okay. Thank you, Abayo, for the $5. However, you didn't realize it, but your donation was only on a timescale, okay? I'm going back to normal adult, professional, non-pedophilic dickers, okay? This may be considered a lolly character, not necessarily lolicon, alright? There we are. That's the point. That's the only point I'm trying to make.
The art of drawn anime children. And when he's not doing that, he's spending his time collaborating with far-right anti-woke YouTubers like Myron Gaines from the
Myron Gaines? What? Myron Gaines? What? Didn't Myron Gaines... One sec. Myron Gaines... KK Hood. You mean... Wait, I'm not going to be able to find this on YouTube, am I? I'm not going to be able to find this on YouTube, am I? Oh no! Oh no! Okay, Sneeko. Come on, please. Can't... This, please.
You got dicks.
No.
Okay, bro, you're getting too
Not
messy
even...
boots.
Come on. Yo, thank you, Soul Skibbity, for the gifted membership. Is this nowhere? This is nowhere to be seen.
Can black people be racist?
Hell yeah, we racist as fuck.
Yes, we can to our own race. But everybody got their own racism with them, within them. It ain't about color. It could be characteristic.
Why you lean it back like that? What the? Is it just...
I just want him ranting in a fucking KKK hood. Okay, fantastic. Lovely stuff. Lolly! Fuck. Okay. Back to it, okay? Back to it. Oh my god. Cats are flocking with the 50 Canadian. Change it back. Fuck you. Thank you for the 50 Canadian dollars.
Fresh and Fit podcast.
Shout out to Andrew Esquire, man, aka Legal Mindset in the house, guys. We got a great show planned for y'all. We're gonna break down the Chauvin appeal, man. This is gonna be a good one, guys. Let's get into it.
Part of it was they wanted to make George Floyd look more clean than he was. They wanted to make him Saint Floyd.
Yeah, they didn't want his character to be attacked.
George Floyd was no saint.
He wasn't no
George Floyd
saint.
was no saint.
He even has a whole second channel on YouTube dedicated to teaching men in America how to become passport bros and pick up young women in Asia.
Young women? Young women? Young women? Young women? I don't know if this quite qualifies as young women, okay? I think it's just women.
Welcome to Go East. And as always, this is a channel.
If you can find me a clip, okay, of Ladyboy Mindset talking about how great it is that the age of consent is so liberal and libertarian in these Asian countries, I will concede. I've tried to take a look at this Go East channel to try and find extra content to essentially laugh at. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find anything. Well, I found bits and pieces here and there, but I certainly haven't found anything about the age of consent. Are you fucking high? Why did I change it back? I got 50 Canadian dollars too.
We help
I regret
men
nothing.
escape the collapsing West for the East. Now, we're going to be talking about a certain movement that has blown up on the internet, that's gotten out there. That's right, it's the Passport Bros. There is possibility to get pretty cheap rent in Korea. What is Korea good for? Korea has really hot women. That's just very clear.
Wait, not young women?
These women are extremely hot, but they're also kind of crazy. Obviously, Thailand, very open in terms of culture in Thailand. It's illegal to have sex for money in public. See, that's the deal. In public. In private, it doesn't matter. So, and the definition of private is the curtain, right? To pull the curtain, it's fine. So, just be understand if you're a guy who wants to do that, that's available to you down there. Thai women, very much like Western men, very open to it. So, yeah, that's Thailand. Also, Korea, one of the capitals of plastic surgery. There are large-breasted women. I have seen personally women with G-cup boobs, H-cup boobs. Very possible.
Dude, I should have looked deeper into this channel. Okay. Don't worry, guys. I know what you're thinking, alright? Asia? Why would I move halfway across the planet just to be surrounded by some itty-bitty titty honeys? Don't worry. They got plastic surgery.
Now, mind you, a lot of them are wearing padded bras and other things like that, so you do have to, buyer beware.
Buyer beware! Now, guys, don't mistake me, alright? It's not all peaches and cream over here. You'd have to keep your wits about you, alright? Gotta be careful. Gotta be a little bit cautious. Some of them do wear padded bras. Sorry, we're supposed to be talking about this guy's a child groomer, no?
I'm just perplexed at how this guy has become the premier source on all things legal.
Korea! You froze up
if I
on my
threaten
screen,
Kim Jong-un,
and I figured you got nuked.
Yeah,
I figured
it's
it was
possible.
over.
It's possible. It's possible. I mean, for shit talking Kim Jong-un, because he watches. He's like, I see you, legal mindset. I'm coming for you. So it's...
What dude? That was hardly even a racist accent. That's just how they be speaking sometimes.
He watches. He's like, I see you, legal mindset. I'm coming.
That was not a racist impression. He lives in Korea. That's just an Asian accent. Now, this is pre-watched, okay? So I do have to admit, when Rakita Law does it, it does start to get a little bit worse. Well, I'll just show you.
For you, so it's if they come for me. Yeah.
Regular mindset.
Regular.
Dude, I'm such a fucking child. I'm so easily fucking pleased. It's actually insane. My standard for comedy is not that high. You can literally just, replace the the L's with R's in words and do a vaguely samurai accent, and I will giggle.
Mindset, I'm coming for you. Even though it's like a Japanese accent. By the way, every time I try to pronounce anything in Korean, a girl will look at me and she'll be like, it's a Japanese accent, you ignorant American f***. And I'm like, whatever, man. It's all the same.
As for Atozi, I think he's turned a blind eye to a lot of this because he's seen the biggest spike in subscribers and views on his channel in over 6 years.
If this video gets 100,000 likes, I will fly out and go to a future case again. Obviously, if you're new here, welcome to my channel and feel free to subscribe. And if you want to see some extra behind the scenes vlogs of this trip, feel feel free to become a member of this channel. And of course, then that would help fund future travels for my videos.
From their perspective, everyone is making Johnny Somali videos, so why not cash in?
I don't count specifically how much people are making, but I do.
What's a samurai accent? I guess, like, what do I mean by a samurai accent? I'm guessing, like, the most traditional, the most stereotypically, like, racist old man accent, right? That you could imagine for, like, an Asian person. That's what I'm imagining. Like, in a 90s movie, what would a samurai sound like? Oh, no. Great disrespect, though. Oh, very bad. Very bad. You know? Like that. Oh, you come into my dojo and you this show me great disrespect. You know? Like that. Like, I'm not doing it as a racist thing, just giving a quick idea, right?
You know, they're definitely making more just based on the views that they get on YouTube. Legal Mindset's been covering it for that reason, basically to document what he does. And he makes more money for other people, and probably more money than he's made in his whole career, I guess. Yeah.
And Legal Mindset is not doing this content out of any sort of genuine reason. He just wants money, obviously. He's keeping Johnny Somali relevant so he can continue to make content out of him. I know who that dude is, and he's got a glass house.
The thing about the whole Johnny Somali hate content machine is that it gives Johnny the power and attention to continue doing his nuisance content that everyone hates.
We've had this discussion, how much do we cover it? And because it does seem to embolden him somehow. So there are two sides to the coin, I suppose. So it's quite pointless and idiotic, but this is where we are at the moment.
I feel like it's a symbiotic relationship because, like, even if I'm not getting the money now, if I just I feel like this, if I just continue, opportunities are slowly gonna come to you. You know what I mean? Listen, Lolly Mindset, if you're watching, thank you for keeping my name alive. Thank you for keeping me relevant. It's a symbiotic relationship. You help me, I help you. I appreciate you, brother. Some of your people are in my chat right now.
If every single YouTuber, especially the larger ones, suddenly stopped talking about Johnny Somali, Johnny would have no choice but to stop as well. The attention is what drives Johnny Somali to carry on.
What's up, brother? How you know me?
You're Johnny Somali?
Yeah, where are you from?
French.
You're from France?
Yeah, Paris.
You know me from YouTube or something?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
And that's where that's where it starts and stops. Just a brief kind of like sideline, you know, just to talk about how this guy's like a pedophile or like raped a child or is in possession of CSAM, you know, just a quick, you know, whistle, like a little whistle stop tour through the proof that Legal Mindset's a pedophile. I mean, Alex Novell, unless he's got something under his sleeve, right? He's got something up his sleeve. He's got nothing. This is nothing. This is not the kind of evidence that you should ever be using to bolster or to beef up some kind of allegation of grooming. Somebody alleges that he's got CSAM. Well, one time his phone was found in a shed with a bunch of legal photos. With a bunch of legal papers. Presumably stolen. But he didn't realize that it was gone. Or he didn't report that it was gone. Well, if it's with legal papers, it could well be a work phone, no? That's, like, quite a common thing for lawyers to have. That's quite, like, an easy next step to what you're thinking there, no?